sports.
For the past 4 years, Ada and Upper Scioto Valley have opened the high school football season against each other. And the Bulldogs have a perfect 4-0 record against the Rams. Our countdown to kickoff features both Hardin County teams as they prepare to battle once again on August 24th.
Countdown to Kickoff is brought to you by Metzger Financial Services.
After spending 2 years in Division 7, the Ada Bulldogs moved back to Division 6 last season and were still able to make the playoffs. The only problem, the Bulldogs were once again bounced in the first round for the third straight season. Ada wants to end their first round exits, but it's going to be tough without a 12-man graduating class. Amongst those gone is 4-year starting quarterback and first-team All-State selection Seth Conley. In his senior campaign, he led the Northwest Conference with 29 passing touchdowns and averaged a shade over 247 passing yards a game. Conley was dialed in with Chase Sumner, another first-team All-Stater at receiver, who caught a league-leading 14 touchdowns from Conley while racking up 118 yards per game. Now it's time for a new field general at Ada as Brandon Hall steps up under center, and he's under instruction from a new head coach, former 10-year assistant Sean Christopher. It's a familiar face leading the Dogs, and what's motivating them to get back into the postseason is chatter from the outside.
We got a chip on our shoulder, and, I guess people have been telling Coach that, 4 games, we're only going to win 4 games, and that pushes us harder and harder every day to just be successful. And that's what we're doing. You see everyone working out here. We're all working to get better.
We're really focused this year, probably more focused than we have been in past years, and part of that is a new coach, you know what I mean, trying to change the culture, trying to keep everybody focused, working hard and stuff.
Ada High School has become synonymous with playoffs. We've missed the playoffs 1 time since 2006. That's the goal, is to compete for the league championship and get into the playoffs and make a splash when we get there. And these guys, I believe these guys are capable of doing those sorts of things. These guys can do something special as long as they continue to grind away and do what they need to do.
As for the Bulldogs' Week 1 opponent, after back-to-back winning seasons, Upper Scioto Valley fell to 4-6 under first-year head coach Dustin Price. The big problem for the Rams a year ago was numbers. USV only had 21 players on the team, 9 of them being seniors. With 43% of the team gone, the Rams will rely heavily on their 5 seniors this year, but will also need their 7 juniors to contribute. USV only loses 3 starters on each side of the ball, so experienced talent does return. Low numbers is always seen as a problem, but the Rams see it in a positive light because they believe they have a better understanding of the game of football.
It makes everyone think, and everyone has to focus when they're at practice. So if one guy goes down, we can get almost any other guy on the team to come step up for him, and they'll know that spot. They won't mess up.
You got to put a lot of hard work in, know more about the game, always be prepared to step up if you have to play a new position.
I feel like these guys have been working really hard, and it's not an ideal situation for practice, as far as scout team giving a look, but we as coaches have been creative in, finding ways to get all the work we need done. We have some pretty intelligent football players, so, they've picked it up. A couple guys have to know guard and tackle on the offensive line, and, a freshman, he's picked that up really quickly. If you know more than one position, you're going to have a better understanding for the scheme as a whole and what everybody's doing, not just your job, but, understanding the whole scheme.
Football season is now just 12 days away. As we step off the gridiron, when we come back, the final major championship wraps up in Missouri. See who takes home the Wanamaker Trophy right after this quick timeout. Welcome back. The final round of the 100th PGA Championship teed off this afternoon with plenty of big names on top of the leaderboard. The overnight leader, Brooks Koepka, seeking his 3rd major championship. 2013 Masters winner Adam Scott just 2 shots behind Koepka. And of course, the man who has won this event 4 previous times, Tiger Woods, trying to battle back from a 4-stroke deficit. There's the Wanamaker Trophy that everyone is chasing. We start on 7. The defending champ Justin Thomas started his day 4 back, grabbing himself a birdie here. Thomas cards a 68 to finish in a tie for 6th. Adam Scott playing well. On 12, he knocks down this putt for back-to-back birds. Scott's 67 is good enough for a 3rd-place finish, but the roar you heard today was from Tiger Woods' gallery. On 9, Woods from mid-range, down it goes, and we get a classic Tiger fist pump for that birdie. Eldrick shoots a 32 on the front, and he kept it up on the back. Tiger rolling in another bird. He's just 1 stroke off the lead, but here's where he finds some trouble. Woods had 1 poor hole, and it came at 14, trying to safe par and it's online, but it lips out. A tough bogey to swallow. However, he does end his day with a bang on 18. Tiger gives the fans what they want as he knocks down his 8th birdie of the day. Woods shoots a 64 and places second. Despite all the noise happening in front of him, Brooks Koepka remained cool, calm, and collected. The defending U.S. Open champ puts on a show and captures his 2nd major of the year by shooting 16 under. Koepka becomes the 5th player to win the U.S. Open and PGA Championship in the same year, joining the likes of Gene Sarazen, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, and of course, Tiger Woods. From one major to the majors, it's a rubber match between the Indians and White Sox. Winner takes the series, and the Tribe wasted no time. Top of the first, Melky Cabrera takes the 3-2 pitch for a ride. The Milkman does indeed deliver on Sunday. Indians up 4-0. We fast forward to the 8th, the bat staying hot as Yandy Diaz singles up the gut. Rajay Davis scores, the Tribe building a 9-1 lead, and luckily they scored as much as they did because in the final 2 innings, the Tribe surrendered 6 runs before Cody Allen ends the game with a strikeout. The Indians survived the late rally, winning 9-7. The Tigers also playing a rubber match. Detroit trying to defend the den against the Twins. Hall of Famer Jack Morris getting his number retired at Comerica, and they try to send him home with a win. Bottom of the 5th, the Tigers turn it on with runners on the corners. Jamer Candelario singles to right field. Grayson Grainer scores to tie things up at 1s. In the 8th, Detroit leads 3-2, and Ronnie Rodriguez snaps one into right field. Nico Goodrum will make it home from second. The Tigers win 4-2. The Reds are going for a sweep of the Diamondbacks at Great American Ballpark. Cincinnati trailing early on. In the 2nd, Preston Tucker grounds into a fielder's choice. The D-backs tried to turn the double play, but the ball goes a little outside. Eugenio Suarez takes advantage of the error. The Reds are on the board. Then in the 3rd, Joey Votto hits a sac fly to center. That'll do the job as Jose Peraza comes home, but that's all the damage the Reds could do since he falls 9-2. Katie.
So, kind of rolling back to golf here, I know that you're rooting for Tiger, day in and week in and week out, I guess day in maybe. How it would probably kind of hurt to see him, fall there at the end.
Yes, and on Sunday, I always wear red just like he does, and it was tough, but I will say this, Tiger's back. I do think he will win one eventually.
All right, thanks so much, John. We'll wrap things up after the break.